What's up, YouTube? So, if you've been watching my channel, I've been saying for a long time I really wanted to upgrade my RC car, and the day has finally arrived. So, I bought myself a Traxxas Stampede, and it's a Nitro powered model, and I'm gonna take you through the process of where I went to go buy it and what's in it, and we'll get started. Okay, so for starts, I picked this up at a local pawn shop, hawk shop, second-hand store, whatever you want to call it. And it's a Traxxas Stampede, and it came with the 2.4 gigahertz controller. It came with the easy starter. It also came with a little flash pointer to check the temperature of the engine. And it came with this shell that's pretty beat up, but it's a Ford F-250. It's seen better days, but it's more than capable of doing the little job it has to do. It's got these nice tires on. I think these are the stock tires that the Traxxas Stampede came with. This is the two-wheel drive version, rear-wheel drive. And some of the things I'm really excited about this truck is not being constricted to 10 minutes to film a video, because this is nitro powered, so I can just keep topping it up and keep going depending on how hot the engine gets, apparently. The guy at the hobby shop told me that's around 220 degrees, so I'll keep an eye on that. And here we go. So these are the guts of the car. Now when I got home and I researched this car, I noticed that it's had some modifications or improvements done to it, so I'll just go and talk about what I know, because I actually don't know much about this, so I'll just tell you what I researched. So these shocks don't look like they came stock with the car. They're from a company called Integi, and I don't know, I looked them up on a website. It looked like they were 35 bucks for a pair, and that's that, I guess. As for the little stuff like the arms and all that stuff, and the gears and whatnot, I have no idea. I don't know what's been changed, if there was plastic stuff that was changed from metal. I have no idea. But what I do know is this is a TRX engine, and it's called a TRX 3.3. And I know that this is not the stock engine that comes with the car, because I think it's a 0.15, and then there's a 2.5 and a 2.5R, and then the 3.3. So the guy at the hobby shop told me this is a really insane engine. It's about 60% more powerful than the 2.5. So he said it's an absolute monster. So I went and I got the fuel today, and I paid about 35 bucks, and I got a full gallon, so I'll be able to rip this thing around for quite a while. Got home and tried to crank it up and start it, and I didn't get it started right away because I wasn't sure quite what I was doing, so I did a little bit more research on YouTube. And then I went back to start the car, and it started up just fine, and it was running fine, and the idle was great. It didn't even need to be tuned, it seems. So that's that. And then I started just running it very briefly to make sure it worked well. And what happened was I got it out in the middle of the field, and I just ripped on the gas pedal, and it was so powerful that the car did 4 flips in the air and broke both, I don't know what these are called, dog bones or transmission axle. I forget what the official name is, but on both sides these broke off, and I had to take the tires off and repair it, put them back into where they're supposed to be. Fortunately, it didn't actually break the part, it just kind of snapped out, and it needed to be snapped back in, so that was great. Took it back outside for another 2-minute run to make sure it works, and the reason why I didn't film that was because it's pitch black outside, and it would have made a really boring video. So maybe tomorrow or the day after I'll get out and I'll film this thing ripping around my backyard. I paid $200 for this, tax in. I know at the pawn shop they've been trying to get rid of this one for about a year. They originally had it for over 580 bucks. They brought it down to 270. So I walked in and I was just like, hey, if you can give me this for 200 tax in, I'll take it off your hands. I didn't really want it because it was a Nitro, but I figured, what the hell, for the price I was paying, it seems like a good deal, and apparently it was. So I guess that's pretty much it for this quote-unquote unboxing video of a used car. And feel free to leave a comment or say something if you notice anything about this vehicle, because like I said, I'm totally inexperienced. I don't know what's new, what's upgraded. You know, for example, I don't know if this 2055 servo, if that's a stock servo or if that's been upgraded. I just really have no idea. The car's been beaten up a little bit. You see like the wheelie bar is a little bit bent. But all in all, the car's in decent shape. There's no major issues with it. And when I was outside running it, it seemed to run okay, aside from the fact that it seemed to be way too powerful. But that'll be fun. And I'll just make sure not to rip on the throttle again to destroy my my dog bones here or whatever. So yeah, I look forward to making a video outside with this running, and that'll be coming as soon as possible. So this is my Christmas gift, and I'm to myself, and I'm super excited. So like, subscribe, and catch you next time.